Hey there, my name is Brooke Campbell and I'm the owner and founder of Fit Mom Connection. Recently we celebrated Earth Day and it inspired me to kind of create a workout using repurposed household items instead of your traditional fitness equipment. So I'm always a big fan of body weight workouts, and there's so many things we can do just using the beautiful piece of equipment called our body. But in case you're looking for something that's a little bit going to give some resistance or just change things up a bit, let's give that a try today for some toning. So what you're going to need is either a milk jug that's like filled with water. I didn't have one of those right now, so I have a bottle of bleach here, so this probably doesn't weigh quite as much as a milk jug, but something to that effect with a handle. And then we're also just going to need a towel. I'm going to use just a regular sized hand towel today. So I'm going to use a towel because I'm going to be doing this on a hard floor. If you're doing this on carpet, then a paper plate will work the same. So pieces of stuff that you probably have sitting around your house, and this is kind of our environmentally friendly way of repurposing. So happy Earth Day. We know that every day is Earth Day, and it's important that we take care of our Mother Earth. So that is the inspiration for this workout today. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's just do a little tiny bit to get warmed up, because I'm just going to assume that you haven't gone there yet with a warm-up. We're just going to begin by doing some reaches and knee pulls. And we're just taking this time to clear our mind, to get excited, to get pumped up for being able to do just a few exercises together today to keep things fresh and exciting. And this would also be a great way to grab your kids, have them find their own jug, and they can fill it as much as they want. Let's go ahead and step touch. So I hope you feel encouraged and inspired today. All right, and we're gonna pick up those heels. Doing that check-in, kind of assessing your energy level. If we could give it a ranking between a 1 and a 10, what would that be right now? Just kind of thinking about that. And then what makes it so that you feel that number today? Kind of reflecting on that. All right, heel digs in front. So hopefully the blood's flowing a little bit further. By all means, feel free to take a longer warm up on your own time. Otherwise, we will get started. Let's go ahead and grab our milk jug or your jar of bleach. We're gonna start with a goblet squat. So we're gonna have nice wide legs, toes and knees point in the same direction. Now you can hold it down with stretched arms like this. Sitting down, up, abs are drawn in, sitting back with the hips, keeping the neck neutral with the spine. Another option for goblet squats, this is just a little more awkward for me, is to hold it right here. So you get to pick how you want to hold that jug. Good, 8 more. Warming up, feeling those glutes. 6, 5, nice job. 4, sitting back, not letting the knees push forward. 2, and 1. Working on some upper body work. Feet together, keeping our wrists straight, so however you can hold that to keep the wrists straight. So up and over. Now, if you want to make this a little more challenging, go ahead and stand on one leg. Good. Here's 6. Feel the shoulder. 5. I also feel under at the bottom edge of the shoulder, side of the back. Feels good. Go ahead and switch. If you're doing one leg, go ahead and switch feet. Keeping the wrist nice and straight. So again, this is a little more awkward than a dumbbell. Totally understand that. But sometimes maybe if you're on vacation or if you're at work or something, you gotta be creative with your resources. We just go with it, right? We get scrappy. We always just wanna make sure that the core is engaged, hips are aligned, and we're breathing. 3, 2, nice work. 1, let's get into the back of the legs. We're gonna do single or double leg deadlifts. We'll start with double legs, just holding that jar, feet hips width, long through the spine, down till the jar touches the ground and back up. Down, up. You can stick with that, feeling that activation through the hamstrings, the buttocks, drawing in at the front. You can stick with doubles. Otherwise, if you want to do singles today, you can go one leg at a time, looking about 8 feet out in front of you or so, hinging. And if you want, you can kind of get fancy with it and take turns, keeping that weight in one hand. And I'm taking my opposite arm straight out to the side. So just a really nice one for working on your balance. Here's 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. All right, back to the upper body focus. We're gonna have the left leg forward, right leg back, kind of at an angle, and gentle weight on that left thigh. Square your chest to the ground, and we're working on just rowing, squeezing that elbow to the side. So this is option 1. I'm gonna give you a more challenging option. That would be to place your hand on a chair or a cabinet and lift opposing leg. But if you're doing that, you want to make sure the hips are level. You can even do it without holding on to anything. Maybe resting your hand on the opposite thigh. Squaring those hips as best you can. 4. Turns into more of a lower body exercise at this point. All right. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're getting a little bit sweaty. This milk jug's giving us a good workout today. All right, so we're working on not letting our shoulders come up to our ears, gliding that shoulder blade back towards the spine, down and back towards the spine. And take that same leg placement on this side. Doing a good job. I hope you're feeling good. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so those were the 4 exercises I had with the milk jug. So we're good with that for now. We're gonna grab our towel or our plate, depending upon where you are at. So again, I'm on the hard floor, so I'm gonna use the towel. So we're gonna do some glider lunges, I call these, or we're gonna use friction to really tap into the muscles. So we're gonna have our left leg in front, square off your hips, knees, toes, okay? So we're not letting this foot angle to the side. We're keeping it straight up. So what we're doing is we're sitting back and then a light pull in. So try to use the strength of this leg, but you get this little bit of extra resistance in this leg. So it's like we're doing a backwards lunge. Now we're working on keeping our hips level for this, and we're working on knees pointing straight forward. When you come back in, so here's a tendency that I see in my clients, is they'll go back, and then as soon as they want to pull it in, this knee kind of goes inward. So I want you to really focus on keeping the outer thighs engaged so that that knee doesn't waver inward. 3 more. Wood floors might be a little, have a little less friction. I've got a lot of friction here with my ceramic floor. We'll switch. Okay, square off the hips, draw those abs in, shoulders down. You know the checklist. And then working on not letting that knee pull inward. Coming up all the way tall. Good job. Here's 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Awesome. I hope your legs feel happy. We did quite an array there. Let's tap into that front core, okay? I just need you to be aware of your low back and keep staying healthy in your low back and strong. We're gonna roll up our towel. If you want additional support, maybe get a bigger towel, a little bigger and fluffier roll. But for now, this will do the trick. You're gonna have a seat on the floor. And where the higher you put this up on your back, the easier it's going to be. The lower you put it, the harder it'll be. So I'm gonna put it kind of mid-back for now. And we're gonna just kind of lay back. So my upper part, the part above the towel, is not touching the ground. The part below the towel is anchored down. So then if you're newly postpartum, you are probably not even gonna do this yet, for sure, unless you're like 3 to 6 months post, but otherwise keep it really high, okay? So we're gonna be here, we're gonna keep this anchored, we're gonna keep our sacrum pushing into the ground, but we're gonna extend, so inhale back till the back of the head touches, and then exhale to neutral. Inhale, exhale. These are hard and they're awesome. So really feel and watch your core, making sure there's no doming. So we want to keep it from pushing up and making that mountain top down the middle. Okay, so keep it flattened out as best you can. Now if you feel like, okay, I can challenge myself a little more, Brooke, we're gonna do 6 more. That's hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And guess what? You can relax. Whew. Take a cleansing breath. Those tall crunches are good. Good, good. Let's get into the opposite side, okay? So we just worked that front core. Let's get into the back core a little bit. We're gonna be chest at the edge of your mat. Again, if you have carpet, you're gonna grab your paper plates now, or your paper plate. You're gonna put both hands either on your towel or your paper plate. You're gonna ground your toes into the ground, draw in the core slightly, keep your head down. You're gonna take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, all together, you tighten your butt, you squeeze your low back, and your lats and your serratus muscles are working as well. Inhale down, get that stretch. Exhale up. So I'm kind of activating my butt, my erector spinae, and I'm kind of working through my lat muscles. So I'm giving that big reach. So see how I'm elongating a lot through the side body. And then as I come up, I kind of pull my shoulder blades down the side of my back. So I'm just lifting up and down, and you get to go to whatever level you're at. If you're pregnant, what you can do is just a little down, up, and it's more of a lat exercise versus a low back exercise at that point. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Guess what, guys? I've got one more strength exercise for you, and then we'll do a couple stretches. How does that sound? We're gonna lay on our side. This one's a little tricky to get positioned. You're gonna stack your hips, but you wanna make sure you're on that cushy part of your tush, top leg and back. Now this hand is out, and I'm not like straight out to the side, I'm slightly forward. And we're gonna activate that side core, making sure kind of the lower portion on the bottom is really pulled in tight too. So you're gonna take a breath in, and then on an exhale, you're gonna lift part way. So if you're on the carpet, you're using your plate. 6, 5, 4. Hopefully it feels okay on your tush. If it doesn't, then you can just stick with maybe just laying on your side and doing leg lifts, okay? All right, let's switch. I don't want you to go into pain for any of this. Okay, so again, find that correct positioning of your hips. You might have to be slightly back with your top hip. On an exhale, you lift. You're using the side body core. My floor is gonna get nice and clean today. Good, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We've got a side body stretch coming up. And friends, you're done with the hard part. Let's do a couple leg stretches using our towels. So you're gonna lie on your back. I gotta undo my little tie here. We're gonna make our towel nice and long. We're gonna hook it under the bottom of your foot, okay? And we're gonna do our best to try to straighten that leg. Now, if this is still not giving you enough help, you can go ahead and grab a belt or any sort of a strap, that even like a bungee cord or a longer towel, and that will work. So we're just going to point and flex at the ankle, keeping that knee as long as you can make it. Just 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to straighten out that left leg, put the towel in your left hand only, open your right arm to the side, and we're just going to drop it about 20 degrees, and you're going to feel this beautiful stretch through your IT band. Right thumb goes into that hip crease, give it a little pressure. Hold here and breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bend that knee, bring it out to the side, one hand on each side of the towel. This is like supine pigeon, we call it. Ideally, we want to try to get the back of both arms on the ground, and you're just using your biceps strength to pull the foot up to the mid-chest. So that's where we'd ideally like to be. Just listen to your body though, wherever it wants, whatever feels right for you in this moment. It might feel better to have that opposing leg bent. Okay, you just go with what your body needs at this time. And we're gonna make the switch over to the left foot, hooking, and the right knee stays bent, and we point and flex. Maybe hold a flexed position for a breath. And then extend out that right leg. Drop that right or left foot in 20 degrees. Hold on with your right hand. Bring your left magical thumb into your left hip crease. And 4 breaths. 3. Relax your shoulders. 2. I realize this can be slightly uncomfortable, and that's okay. We can go to our edge. It shouldn't be painful though. Let's bring that foot up to the middle, elbows on the ground, biceps at work. Relax your shoulders, lengthen your neck. So you want to pull your chin towards your chest. Really feel that left hip. And we'll gently release. Take your time coming on up. We'll go to a seated position and cross your ankles. Let's take a unifying breath in, reach up to the sky, and a breath out. We'll just rest our hands on our knees. There it is. How are you feeling? You did a few different exercises. I think we did about 8 exercises or so with basically a towel or a paper plate and a milk jug. I mean, how amazing is that you can get a good workout that way. So thanks for coming on and doing something different and being creative and being scrappy with me today. Happy Earth Day, happy Earth Year. We'll take care. We'll see you later. Bye.